So a day out at sea here after spending the day in Taiwan and Taipei in the spiritual retreat and all that amazing, wonderful stuff. We're on our way to Shanghai. So we got a day out to sea. And they got a pretty nice little gym here. Of course, it's packed as all hell. Nothing like working out on a cruise and you look out the windows and all you see is water. So I'm just finishing my workout, doing a little treadmill here, like a good boy. And it's thinned out a little bit because all the guys are going to get their disco naps and get ready for the 4 o'clock character tea dance party. While I get to cool down here on the treadmill. That's my view. Something just so awesome about that. Having a good time. So, right now is the Easter bonnet contest.
This is Star Search. Still be searching, but I would give you 4 stars.
There's actually costumes and competition of Easter bonnets up here. So, and of course, the guys are all hanging out by the pool. This was so funny.
That was it, huh? I thought I heard wrong because I have, the hat on. But I'm thrilled. First of all,
This is what we do out in the middle of the ocean. Anyways, before I go up here, it's very windy. And the boat's kind of rocking today. And I gotta hold my hat. I'm in the safety of the bar area. We're having a great time, having fun. There's Jason. Say hi, Jason. Introduce some of my buddies that I've met here on the cruise. And there's Christopher. And there's Jason again. There's dozens at this point of amazing guys that I've met and had laughs and conversations. It's like I've got a whole bunch of best friends now. It's so much fun. It's why people do these cruises over and over and over. It's because of this atmosphere and the fun and the friendship and family and of course the amazing countries, the sightseeing, everything, vacation. It's just the combination of everything is why we cruise and why we love it. Hey there. So it is Sunday. It's actually Easter here for us, and we're a day ahead from the States. And we're a few hours out from Shanghai, which is where we're headed. A little bit cool, one of the first cool mornings where I actually had to put on my jogging pants. And I got a little light jacket. It's quiet today on the ship. It's a little wet. So a lot of people are doing the spas and working out or getting in the hot tubs like these guys. Right now we're kind of in a very brownish part of the ocean here, and definitely in a traffic area of ships. There's a couple out here you might be able to see. Tonight is the Shanghai by night, so it's going to be a cool going into Shanghai in the evening and going to the top of the tall tower and all that, and having dinner and stuff like that. I might hit the spa today, maybe get a facial. It looks like I might need one. What's going on here? Sucks getting older. What happens right there? Had to readjust the exposure. Oh, it made it darker. At least my skin looks better at this exposure. This humidity is having fun on my frizz. Okay, that's all for now. Checking in later. See ya! So we're waiting in line here for immigration into China through Shanghai. They've got all kinds of restrictions, me and China. They just have to account for everybody in due process. And so here's the line. It's kind of foggy today, and it's out all over the water as we were coming in, as well in the city. So hopefully tonight when we go in and go to the top of one of the buildings that we'll have some good views, but we'll see. It's still all fun. So here we are in Shanghai at night, and it's raining, and it's cloudy, and it's overcast. It's foggy enough that even the high rise we were scheduled to go up and look at the city, we couldn't see anything from, so oh well, you know, that's life on Earth. But meanwhile, here on the ground level, when it is really cloudy like that up there, still something to see. And as you can hear behind me echoing is kind of this voice, almost futuristic, like a futuristic city, because that's what Shanghai is. It is incredible. That right in the middle there is the very futuristic kind of round. It has another one up in the sky there. My phone's getting soaked. And it's the river walk all the way down with more high rises lit up, much the way like Hong Kong, but even more, with graphics for cars, advertising. Even here behind me just changes with words. This is a monument here, and it's even the boats. You can't really make it out on the camera, but all these little lights here at the bottom, those are all boats. They're all lit up, which I even got some pictures pictures of. So they kind of match the city and the energy of this, and it's just like the futuristic stuff we see in movies. It's so fantastic. I mean, this building was just blue a second ago before I turned. The whole building. Oh, look at it, it's purple. There's blue. This is just unbelievable. I'm in Shanghai, man. I'm in Shanghai, China. So we have another full day tomorrow, hoping it clears up a little bit. Got some other plans, but you know, if not, it's just the way it is. There's still other ports and other cities to come, and I'll come back someday. But there it is. But my phone is getting soaked. So is my hat. Shanghai. Woo!
将背包背在胸前，谨防陌生人贴靠，看管好自己的随身物品。如需帮助，请及时联系身边的保安或执勤民警。
So it's stopped raining. Yay! And we're here in a market area of Shanghai that the government actually renovated and made into this fabulous place. As you can see, with all kinds of restaurants and shops, and it's actually a mixture of new and old historic buildings back from when the British settled. Definitely a lot of British influence here, as well as many of the major cities here in China, and surrounded by some of the skyscrapers. It's actually a beautiful night now that the rain stopped. Woohoo! Here's to a nice night in Shanghai. So I'm walking around here in this market area that just has all kinds of streets and turns and beautiful shops and buildings and trees, and just the contrast of this older building here with the modern new one behind it. This older one. Seeing people from all over the world. I just saw 3 ladies and 3 guys come out of a restaurant, and the guys were all wearing the same color beige suits, and the girls were all dressed up. I have no idea who they were or what they were doing, but just watching them coming out and walking, and you know, young, and being able to, they were speaking another language, but to be able to experience this at a young age and travel the world, it's something I've always wanted to do, and to be able to kind of experience this now makes me appreciate it even more. Just the feeling. And everywhere I look is another language. I mean, of course, there are symbols, very familiar, Starbucks. But yet, everywhere I look, the characters for the Chinese language, or even when I get to Japan, I've just become very fond of. And those characters are either pictures or they have different meanings within one character. So it's a really neat, simplified almost version, but yet it's complicated. And it says a lot about kind of the way they think. And I'm really interested in it. I love seeing it and trying to interpret it in ways that their mind works. And that's just part of all of this, the whole trip, and besides just the sightseeing and the food, and it's, for me, it's the culture. It's really just kind of discovery, and different mindset, a different perspective about life, and it's so exciting. Good times. Beautiful. Shanghai. So today we are out in the country of Shanghai, the westernmost point of Shanghai, called the water town of Jingzhou. I think I'm saying that right. And this is like one of the oldest villages that's of Shanghai, the actual original Shanghai, as they were telling us on the bus before the Bund and all the development. And so we're gonna get some really nice views of the old Shanghai. It's a rainy day. We're making the most of it. So hopefully today will be really nice, at least with being indoors and maybe getting some crafts, some arts and crafts, whatever. I can't say that I'm really like happy about this. Kind of my gay nerve was on edge today. And the weather's not helped, but you know, it is what it is. Here's a little map of Xinjiang, regional map. It's kind of what we're going to see, the old original Shanghai. I'm looking forward to this today. Yeah, some old. Woohoo! So we're here in queue to get on the old wooden boats here in Jingzhou, the water town, old Shanghai. And so you can only fit 6, I think, at a time, and we're just waiting. But this is one of the canals that runs through this very old village, old China. Hi! Have some really old buildings here, sidewalks, statues, and these lanterns hanging everywhere. I'm sure beautiful at night. And of course, these gorgeous trees that all kind of hang over the little canal. But they go on down kind of one after the other. We're just waiting for our turn. All kinds of food being cooked and prepared. All these little markets and things. And so you've been doing some repair on the sidewalk there, all by hand. Very quaint. Love it. This is just what I was wanting. Something more local, small, older. So very nice. Very nice. There's Brian over here too. He's not paying attention. There he is. Hi, Brian. My Tampa friends. They're here. We're all here in Shanghai, in China. So we're on our little water boat here on the canal, traveling down. We actually have the one that has nice shades on the side. Even though it's rainy, we don't really need it, but this is where we're headed. Going down the canal. captain here, one paddle, just taking us down. I don't know if you can hear all the sights and sounds, or just hear the sounds, not hear the sights. He had to go. They had to go 3 on this side because of my one big ass to level out this boat. Now we're listing a little. Fun. So we just docked from a beautiful ride through the canal to this temple here, the Jingzhongsha. And there's the famous bridge right here that we went under and kind of came to this fork in the river. Now we're gonna do some walking. Check out some of the local stuff. It's just charming. It's everything you'd see kind of in a magazine or book of old China, an old village. They call it the Venice of China because of all the canals and everybody living right on the water. I was taking pictures while I was doing the video, so I had to pause there just for that great shot, or this one. So they're doing some work here, but this is wonderful to see the outside of these, sometimes more than the inside. The local housing here and shops got all their windows open because it's beautiful today. Yeah, that's about it for this part until we move on later with my crew. So the group's kind of separated because there's so many photo ops and video ops of this place here. It's a restaurant. It's still right on the canal. One of the many, as the boats are coming through. And this beautiful bridge, a lot of ornamentation on it, going over in these fabulous trees. Shops going on down this very old sidewalk. So many souvenirs. So much of this stuff is made here locally, and there's just so many picturesque places. Look at this. Oh. Beautiful. There's the bridge from this side. Ooh, hot light. There we go. And there's another bridge here. So cool. Love it. My tour group has kind of left me behind. Got the bridge, another bridge here. It's amazing structure, archway, and all these. There's another one over here I gotta get. It's right around there. I've got to try to catch up with the tour group. I'm heading down this very narrow part of the village. All these shops that are within arm's reach on each side. And I've got to catch up with the group. I keep taking photos, but I keep losing them. Oh my God. So cool. So hopefully I can catch up with my group, but I had to say hi to the birds. Oh, they're all caged here, but there's a beautiful one. They have their nice little tree. The lanterns, these paper lanterns all through here. I just want all of them. Smell all the different food through here. I hope we get to eat here. I think we do. I think that's part of it today. Me and another guy here have been taking so many photos and videos. We're racing to catch up with the group, even though it'll be fine. All the buses kind of go to the same place in the end. Jeremy gets lost in Shanghai. I think that's a movie. Jernādo, Lost in Shanghai. Oh, I see them. They're there. Calm. We can breathe.
Do you want to miss lunch?
Yes, we don't want to miss. So we get lunch. Wow. In the middle of a lot of this wood, we've got this kind of old structure here. I think this is where we're going in to eat. Take her. Oh, this exposure today on my video. Yeah, so sort of a museum of the area. We're going through to the other side. This beautiful wooden ceiling. And we found our group. She's explaining how the transportation works here. And right across the river here, they're busy trying to have lunch, totally spectators of their life.
So you see where I'm at? I'm like right here at the edge. Okay. All right, bye.
Scooter running right here through, which is several, while our whole group came down this beautiful street here. All the lanterns, shops. So everybody is inside right now looking at the pharmacy. I'll go in, but I kind of want to go back to the bridge because it had an incredible view of where the waterways come together. Up the stairs I go. Oh, I love venturing off on my own. So there's this. People are waiting for the water taxis. And this beautiful kind of intersection. All these balconies. Homes. There's Rip.
On the mainland of China, it's the simplified.
It's my new friend. You'll see him on Facebook. Look on the Facebook. And there's this side. All the homes. Cool. Love it. Okay, back to the group. So, here's the last and final bridge, which I took pictures of on our way, that has some incredible views. All the boats here waiting. The pier for the water taxis. And we'll be heading back that way. Let's go back to the bus. But we're going to eat first and then go back. Very cool. Love it. Woohoo. So I went shopping today. And I got me a hat. How I'm gonna pack this, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna have to carry it on my back during the flight, but I got it anyways. It was a good deal. So we're having fun here in the water town, and we're getting ready to cross the bridge and go have something to eat. So I wanted to kind of fit in like the locals, and it's like stereo because I can hear myself kind of amplifying. There's underneath. So this is for everybody. There you go. This is what I do. Dang, dang, dang.
pull that out of your backpack?
I did. It was collapsible. I did.
You had a problem.
I know. Now, no, it was just this shop here. It was hanging. And my first thing was like, how am I going to get this back on the flight? But I'm going to make it work. I'm going to walk through with it hanging.
I like it.
Thank you. So now I just need a picture. Oh, I've been recording this whole time. Oh, here, say hi. Oh, I got a nice frame right here. Oh, ding, 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 dong, dong. Ni hao. Ni hao. They're the locals. Say hi. They like my hat. So, this is how you fit in and have the locals really like you, is when you have fun and you take in what they love. And it may be old-fashioned, but they love to see it. And I'm a big tall guy, so I look like a big lamp walking around. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. That's hello. And xing xing. Thank you. Xing xing xing. I can say it. Ni hao.
你好吗？你好吗？你好吗？
So I am now the attraction. People are taking pictures of me now. Look at all the pretty cherry blossoms. So we're in a sort of busy shopping area. We're in a very narrow street. And there's more, but I already got some bamboo things. I went into a bamboo store. And there's the rolled rice in the leaves there for sale. So cool. Yay, having fun in China. So we have about 10 minutes free time that we get to move around and do a little more shopping before we head out to eat. There's one of the bridges here in the temple. And I'm in a very small street. It's a big shopping area. Lots of food, lots of quaint little souvenirs and gift shops. And food cooking, the steam coming out. And I'm wearing this hat. I'm getting like free things and free entrances and gifts. I'm the lantern. What he said. Oh, the smells of food. So good. So good. Find out where we eat. Ni hao. They really enjoy this. And I do too. This hat is actually very cool. It's got a little plastic thing underneath, so it's letting the air just flow through. I'm on this bridge here, which is looking down this canal. So I need a picture here. I am today. He says, "Are you Chinese?" And I said, "I am today," because I love it. That was another picture. So whenever you see me pause, that's why. Look at this. Hello. I didn't want to miss walking along the river here while I was still eating some of the local food here. Yes, taking a chance. But I trust it's good food, good for the soul, good for the heart, good for the immune system. There's a little doggy. Oh, little doggy. We all absolutely love this. Coming to this little town, probably even better than the big city. There was just so much rich culture and fun and smells and sounds and sights, and I just loved it. We all did, and I was the mascot with my hat here, and I was also the last one waiting on food. So I held the group up probably by about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. When we were supposed to be gone, the tour guide came and got me. We have to go. And as soon as I walked up, the whole crowd of about 30 all just started clapping. Like, finally, he made it. I was embarrassed to say the least, but I did a little bow with my hat, and I apologized. And they all forgave. We're going up over the little bridge here for the canal. I think these are oleanders. They're all around me. Anyways, I miss this place. We're leaving China for good to go head to Japan, so whole nother area and culture. And I'm looking forward to that too. So, ni hao and xing ting.